Before we just jump into today's content, just know that this video took a very long time to make and to film. It's roughly 2 weeks, so I apologize for not uploading any content within that time. It has absorbed literally like 100% of my time on top of working full time. So if you could, before we jump into the content, leave a like, make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you really like my content or if you want to see more of my content, please, it really helps out. I mean, if you don't like it, I can't force you to like it. But please, if you enjoy it, if you like what I do, if you like seeing my face, even if it's not the best looking face, if you like seeing it, hit like, comment down below, and again, subscribe. Okay, let's jump on to today's video. Yeah. So these fenders right here are pretty damaged, like right here, and there's holes there, and some more stuff over there, and more holes over here. Anyway, today I'm gonna try my first ever attempt at turning these generic, cheap, fiberglass GTR fenders into something really cool by using carbon fiber. Now, I've never done what I'm about to do, so I have no clue how this is gonna turn out, and I have no clue what I'm doing realistically, but I do want to do a forged carbon look on these fiberglass fenders, just to make them a little bit more durable, make them look a lot better, and that way if I don't feel like painting these, I don't have to, I can leave it exposed forged carbon. By the way, these are gonna go on the white Skyline, so just imagine white with forged carbon fenders. I think it would look pretty cool. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I have no clue what I'm doing, so hopefully it turns out well. As you can already tell, there's been some prep work done on both of the fenders. They are sanded and ready to go for paint, but I want to fix some of the damages. So I've got to fix that, or try to fix that, and then again repair some of the holes. So I've got body filler and fiberglass Bondo stuff that I'm gonna just spread on this back side and then potentially put a little bit on this top side here. Not sure how it's gonna work out, but it's a good first for everything, and it's gonna teach me a lot of how to do body work before I jump into the gray Skyline and do even more fiberglass body work. So without any further ado, let's jump into fixing and repairing that guy. Probably the improper way, but we'll see. And then we can get this painted black so I can do the forged carbon overlay. Now that the fender is sanded to the best of my ability, because again I have no clue what I'm doing, I can go ahead and lay some black spray paint on this. The reason I'm doing black is so whenever I do the resin on top of this and then the forged carbon, you won't see any of this color show through. There's another way to do it with black powder or pigment powder in the resin to dye it black, but I figured I'd try it this way because I have black spray paint over there and it might be a little bit easier. Or it won't be. I don't know. So far we're looking pretty good. I got it as flat as possible, and now what I'm gonna do is do about 3 coats of resin on top of this, let it dry for the next few days, and then once it's done, I'll come back and sand everything. But so far, I'm really liking it, and I really like that I did the blue foil. I think that makes it pop a lot more, because before it was looking kind of basic. So really excited for how it's turning out, and I still have no clue what I'm doing, but overall, again, I like it. I'm on the first layer of clear, which I will probably end up sanding all the way back. I just need to see how glossy it's gonna be and see where I have any imperfections. Right now, I can kind of see some scratches from where I was sanding. You can kind of see them a little bit right there. And then I'm looking for any divots. Those are basically low spots that I haven't been able to sand all the way flat, and I either have to fill it with resin or just keep sanding until I make it one level surface. I did this whole section really well. There's a ton of sanding. It's been about 4 or 5 days of sanding, and it's close, but it's not perfect. But for a first attempt, I mean, it's really not bad. I think I did a pretty good job. I was trying to use some glue on certain bits, so you can kind of see a little bit of glue there, a little bit of glue over there, and I think a little bit more right over here. So what I'll probably do is end up sanding a lot of that back again and just making it as smooth as possible. Oh, you got a little bit of resin, or not resin, glue right there too. But overall, it looks really, really good, and exactly how I thought it would turn out, but just very, very, very difficult.
One eternity later.
Alright, so it's been about a week and a half since I started this fender, and I've gone through about 3 things of clear coat. It's actually about 2 to 2.5, and as you can see, it's a little bit cloudy here because I just got finished sanding this another time. I have probably put, again, 2 cans worth of clear on this, if that makes sense. So what I'm looking for right now are low spots. You can see there's one right here. That's perfect for the lighting. There was a really, really bad one right here, and I thought I was finished with the fender, but when I took it outside to put it on the car, I could not stand it. I absolutely hated it, so I had to come back in here, sand it some more, and make it as level as possible. So that's basically what I'm doing now. This one is, once I finish sanding this again, I'm doing another layer of clear coat. This fender is finished. I have gone through it as much as possible to fix any issues. There's still a little bit more. You can kind of see a little bit right there, not too much. A little bit right there. You can see a lot right there, actually. So I'm gonna try to fix a lot of this, because if it's not perfect or close to perfect, it's going to drive me insane. Like, I'm not kidding. It will literally drive me insane. I took it out there, I looked at it on the car, and I was very frustrated, and I'm like, I'm not happy with this. Everybody's gonna look at it, and if they don't point it out and they don't look at it, I know that I will every single time I get in my car, every single time I look at my car, and it will piss me off the most. So I am taking my time, which is why this video has taken roughly 2 weeks to make and film, and it may not seem like it, may not look like it, but it has been a very, very, very time-consuming process. I have enjoyed it for the most part, besides destroying my lungs, because I haven't worn a face mask for a lot of this, and I should. I'm an idiot. I don't know why I'm not doing it. I've just been preoccupied doing everything else and not caring, but yeah, again, I need to do that. And yeah, so I'm complaining because it's taken forever, and I want to get back to other content, like super content or skate content, and it's just been so focused on this. But again, I'm basically finished. After this clip, I will be finished with for sure 1 fender. I'm gonna go ahead and upload the video because it's taking too long. But the next time that I mess with these, they will be on the car. There will be a video on the car and talking about that whole process and if it actually looks good. So stay tuned for that. But today's video is basically a how to and how to not forged carbon overlay your fenders, I guess, if that makes sense. Just to give you another look at the other part of the clear coat, this should still be, for the most part, good. I mean, the reflection's not bad. It's not the best clear coat because it's just from a rattle can, but it is actually working really well, and I've gotten rid of a lot of low spots. There's a little bit more you can see right here, and I think if I do another layer of clear and then sand it flat, that should fill in these holes. And then same thing for this area and a little bit right here. They're just little pinholes that I can't get out with resin. I've tried, I'm not kidding, like 6 times, and this is the best I can get it. I'm not too worried about this section because this will be covered up by the side skirt, but for some reason I haven't done a whole lot to this and it stayed relatively pretty flat. So that works out. This is probably the best section of the entire fender. I worked really hard on it. This, I try to work really hard, but it's not working with me. But this is good. So thank you. Thank you, Fender. Anyway, that's probably gonna be it for today's video because I have worked on this for too long and I just need to move past this and upload it and to get something else. I apologize it's not finished entirely in this video, but again, it will be in the next one. I just want to show you, again, my process of how I was going to make forged carbon fenders. I think I did a really good job of doing that, or for the most part. And now all I have to do is finish the second one, which is the same as the first one, and then put them both on the car. So we'll just save that for the next video so I can stop lollygagging and just, yeah, once I'm done, I'll be able to focus on everything else. Anyway, I'm just rambling and talking. That's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like, comment down below on what you want to see next, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out. I would like it to be, let's shoot for 11,000 by the end of this year. Seems doable, but YouTube algorithm says otherwise. I don't know. Subscribe, please. Thank you. Okay, bye. Oh, that was easy. Wow.